The game begins in medias residential with Roman general Marius Titus leading the defense of Rome against a barbarian invasion. Marius leads the Roman Emperor Nero into a safe room. At Nero's behest, Marius begins to tell his life story to the emperor. Marius begins his story as a Roman legionary serving in the II Legion who returns to the Titus family villa in Rome to visit them before he is deployed to Alexandria. His visit is cut short as a sudden barbarian invasion occurs, resulting in the death of his parents and sister. Commander Vitalian, who served alongside Marius' father, transfers him to the 14th Legion, promising Marius vengeance for the death of his family. Vitalian leads the 14th Legion to the rebelling province of Britannia, where the fleet transporting them is almost destroyed by river chains. Marius' ship is hit by a trebuchet shot, but he survives and leads an attack which destroys the towers holding the chains up, preventing the Roman fleet from being destroyed, and impressed Vitalian promoted him to the rank of centurion. The 14th Legion marches on York, fighting numerous battles with Briton rebels on the way. Upon arriving at York, Marius leads the 14th Legion in an attack against a rebel army, capturing British King Oswald and his daughter Boudica. The 14th Legion brings Oswald and Boudica before Nero's son Basilius, who forces Oswald to reveal where the Britons have sent Basilius' brother Commodus to. After Oswald informs the Romans that Commodus was traded to the inhabitants beyond Hadrian's Wall, Basilius orders the 14th Legion to march north and bring Commodus back. During the campaign there, a Roman scouting party led by Marius and Vitalian is ambushed by barbarians. Vitalian is captured, while Marius falls into a ravine but survives. Making his way to the main barbarian camp, where they are about to burn a wicker man with Vitalian inside, Marius kills the barbarian leader and rescues Vitalian and Commodus. Returning to York, Marius and Vitalian participate in a peace treaty between the Romans and Britons. However, Commodus murders Oswald, sparking a riot while Boudica escapes, and Marius realizes that it was in fact the Emperor Nero himself who was responsible for causing the earlier invasion which resulted in the death of his family. Commodus flees York after tasking the 14th Legion to defend the city. Marius sacrifices himself so the last Roman ships can flee the city. However, Marius is resurrected by the Roman goddess Summer, and vows to avenge his family and kill Nero and his sons. Returning to Rome, Marius enters the Ludi in order to confront Nero and his sons directly. Dressed as legendary Roman general Damocles, Marius kills Basilius after participating in a private gladiator fight for him. In the aftermath, he sets a fortune teller free who prophesies that Marius will be killed by Damocles, but that he would kill Damocles as well. She also tells Marius that he cannot kill Nero, because the emperor could only be killed by his own sword. Entering the Colosseum, he participates in a series of staged battles before engaging in a duel with Commodus. Despite Commodus' attempts to rig the fight in his favor, including using a poisonous gas to try and incapacitate him, Marius defeats him as well, decapitating him and promising Nero, "You are next." Marius escapes the Colosseum and meets up with Vitalian, who informs him that an invading barbarian army led by Boudica is closing in on Rome, eager to seek revenge for Commodus murdering her father. During the ensuing battle, Vitalian is killed by Boudica and Marius assumes command. Confronting her in single combat, he decapitates her. The narrative returns to the conversation between Nero and Marius. The emperor, having long since deduced that Damocles was Marius, flees further into the palace. As Marius gives chase, he is temporarily impeded by god of the north wind Aquilo, who is revealed to have been aiding Nero and his sons for the entire story because he wants to see Rome destroyed. However, Summer intervenes, allowing Marius to confront Nero and launch both the emperor and himself off a parapet. Marius falls to his death, whilst Nero is viciously impaled on a giant sword belonging to a huge statue of himself, thus fulfilling both prophecies that were made to Marius earlier in the story, that Marius and Damocles would kill each other, and that Nero would perish at the hand of his own sword.